going on, Knicks fans? I'm your host, Vigo Sports Talk. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about our loss versus the Detroit Pistons. I apologize for not uploading recently. We have lost 4 straight games. We lost versus the Spurs, the Hawks, 76ers, and now the Pistons. You could argue those 4 teams are potentially a playoff team, except for the Hawks. They're a good team, but they could still be a playoff team, but I don't know yet. Speaking about the Hawks, I know we're talking about the Pistons, but I want to talk about Trae Young, actually. And people are probably wondering, why am I talking about Trae Young? It is confirmed by Shams. He is going to get traded. Yes, the Trae Young, who's been with the Hawks since 2018, 2019, he was a part of that Luka trade on draft night. He was the quote-unquote franchise player. And with how Jalen Johnson been playing the last few months, and when Trae Young's on the floor, the team just isn't the same. But when he's out, the team looks better. And with his role in the team, he wants to get traded. So it's confirmed now. He will get traded. And this could possibly be the first trade of the season, which is pretty surprising. No trades have happened. And honestly, I could care less if you ask me. I don't like Trae Young. We all know why. That 1 year in the playoffs, yeah, they beat us. Hasn't done anything ever since. He hasn't done anything ever since. So I don't know why people think he owns us. It's annoying, but we don't got to deal with it anymore. We only got to worry about Jalen Johnson now, who's possibly been the most improved player from this season between him or Denny Avdia. Anyways, back to the video. We lost by 30 to the Detroit Pistons. Do I even got that? I don't even know how to start this, honestly. Okay, there's no Josh Hart. Let's start with that. No Josh Hart. You're missing the guy, the hustler guy, getting all those rebounds, toughness, physicality. A person like Josh Hart, people don't realize how impactful he is. With his rebounding, he's getting better offensively. He's shooting more threes. His defense, he's a player you want on your team. I feel like he's that type of player. If you just throw him out there, he'll do everything for you on court. If you want to play defense, he'll do that. If you want him to score, he'll do that. If you need to go do a hustle play, rebound, anything, go to Josh Hart. That's how Josh Hart is. He is that type of player. And I want you guys to respect him. For the Pistons, they came here with a lot of, how do I say it? They were mad from last playoffs. We all know that. We sent them to Cancun. We sent them out the playoffs. Jalen Brunson game winner. Whew. It was a great playoff series. They had no Isaiah Stewart, no Jaden Ivey. They have a new team now. And honestly, I can tell why they came here with a chip on their shoulder. They were mad from last season. They had a great season last year. It sucked that ended that way. They look way better this year. And they're a team we probably have to worry about. And fun fact, Mike Brown and JB Bickerstaff, the coach of the Pistons, they actually go way back to when actually Bickerstaff was a kid. Mike Brown, so basically Bickerstaff is his dad. He was a coach, and he offered Mike Brown his first ever coaching job. And at the time, he had JB, who was around maybe 13, babysitting him. I found that pretty cool and kind of crazy. So with the Knicks, it's clear the defense is struggling. And not to mention, Cat. What is up with Cat? What is wrong with Cat? You're getting paid $50 million, and you only took 4 shots the entire game. All 4 quarters. 4 shots. I understand you can't play defense. If you're not going to play defense, go score. Go do something. I always think of it like this. Not everybody can play defense. Not everybody can score. But what matters is if you do anything to help contribute to the team and win the game, that's all that matters. If you're not going to score, go get rebounds. Get some block shots. Play some defense. Like Mitchell Robinson. If you're not going to play defense, be like Howard Brunson. Drop 40. It's that simple. So, Cat, I understand they were playing really good defense, honestly. They were playing outstanding defense. I believe they held us to like maybe 40 points in the second half. maybe even less than that. They're a good defensive team too. I don't know if people realize that. They're really good defensively. Cade Cunningham, he's a franchise player. They're a great team, and I respect them. And obviously, I hate to lose, but you gotta give credit when it's due. Now with the Knicks, Josh Hart could possibly come back against the versus the Clippers. If he doesn't come back that game, he will come out the game after, I believe. And Landry Shamet, he is close to coming back. I talked about it. I was thinking about this. Mohamed Diawara, he's been playing good. He was getting minutes from Mike Brown, earning his trust, and he's just been taking out the rotation. He wasn't even playing bad, if you ask me. But for a team that is struggling defensively, I would change the rotation. Because clearly, if players aren't playing defense, you got to take them in and out of rotation, give them less minutes. And with Mohamed Diawara, his defense could help you win games. So Mike Brown has to give Diawara some minutes, especially for defense. Especially for defense. If you're going to go out there, do nothing. Don't play. Respectfully. It's the beginning season. Well, not beginning, but towards the middle. All-Star break is coming up in a few weeks. Everyone just got to relax. I understand. Losing 4 games in a row is concerning. It's bad. Especially with a team like the Clippers who are struggling. And they got Kawhi Leonard who's been playing outstanding. And James Harden, he's questionable coming to the game. So if he doesn't play, it's pretty huge. And all we got to do that game, literally just double team Kawhi. It's clear he's feeling himself right now. He's going to want the ball almost every possession. So you got to do what? You got to put your best defender on him. And OG Anunoby, his former teammate. That's going to be a good matchup. And I understand for OG, he hasn't been scoring that much. He's scoring maybe 12, 13 points a game. When you have 2 players playing defense, Bridges and OG and sometimes McBride, you can't expect those 3 players to play defense all game. You can't. That's why the team gave up a lot of buckets. You need multiple players in the rotation playing defense. You can't just rely on a few players playing defense. You just can't. And OG, he's our best defender, so he's guarding the team's best player. He did a pretty good job on Cade Cunningham. And I know he dropped maybe 30 points, but they weren't all on him. I hope you realize that. He probably scored maybe 6, 8 points off him. And that's still really good for the entire game. A quote-unquote top 3-point guard in the league. That's huge. So, whatever Mike Brown can do to help the team play defense. And I know Mike Brown. Mike Brown is a coach. He does not play. I've seen clips of him when he was in Sacramento with the Kings. I've seen clips of him during training camp yelling at players with stupid mistakes, silly mistakes. He's going to hold you accountable. If you're not doing what you're supposed to, he's going to yell at you. He will take you out of the rotation until you get everything figured out. Going into this game, I don't want to see no mistakes, no stupid turnovers, no dumb fouls. Cat, you got to stop committing those offensive fouls. You're going to maybe your 10th, 11th year in the league. You're a veteran. You should know by now what is a foul and what's not a foul, and what you shouldn't do. And the fact that you keep doing this, it's clear. You gotta learn. Stop committing dumb fouls. We need you on the team. We need your scoring. It's becoming a problem. We need you to get everything together. Play some defense. You're 7 foot. Block some shots. Score 30 points. That's all you need to do. And we can win games. Whew, I'm sorry. This has been stressful for Knicks fans. I know we're known for losing. We haven't won a championship since the 1970s. We are still a playoff team. It's too early to tell if we're a finals team. And if you ask me, with how OKC has been struggling, in my opinion, there's no quote-unquote true finals team. There's a bunch of good teams, but they're not finals teams, if you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is the trophy, the finals trophy, is open to anyone. Any good team right now that is a playoff team that can go on a deep playoff run could win that trophy. So if the Knicks really want to win a trophy because they didn't hang the banner for the NBA Cup, if they want to win that finals trophy, fix the defense, do whatever you can to get everything fixed. And you're a playoff team. That's all I gotta say. And with some recent news, actually, before I end the video, Tom Thibodeau, former Knicks head coach, on Twitter, reposted something about the Knicks defense. Here's a picture right here. And I can totally understand. I love Coach Tibbs. He's a great coach. I always give him praise. He's a great coach. We all know what he's not good at. And that's just been an issue with him. Even for his career, the Derrick Rose injury, people blame him for putting him late in the game when the team had no chance of coming back. They blame Tibbs for that. But he's a great head coach. He's not the best. If you're a starter, he's a good coach. If you're on the bench, you're not gonna like him. That's the best way to put it. And with the new starting five, with how the team's been struggling, there has to be someone new in that starting five, and that person has to be McBride. I found this fun fact. I'll put it right here. When McBride is playing, the team is so basically when Cat and McBride are playing, they have a net rate of plus 8.9 in 430 minutes, which is way better than Cat and Mitch. And Mitch is a good defender. He's getting those rebounds, but his role for the team right now is coming off the bench. And with McBride's offense and defense, it can help us win games. So if I'm the Knicks right now, if I'm Mike Brown, you got to put McBride in that starting lineup. And who knows how he play. That's all I got to say for today's episode of Vigo Talks Knicks. This is Vigo Sports Talk, host of Vigo Talks Knicks. And I will see you next episode, Knicks fans. Peace.